All right, it's January 27th, and well, lately I've been reflecting on all the cool places that I want to go and hike again and go on adventures when this stupid long haul COVID finally relinquishes its hold with this dumb fatigue and brain fog. And I figured you might want to go on this adventure with me too. And I've got a green screen now, so we can actually utilize some of these pictures I've taken over the time that I've been going exploring this great state and finding some cool attractions and nature hikes and stuff like that. So let's get right into it. I mean, let's say close. Yep, the superstitions are just gorgeous. One of the most beautiful mountain ranges in the Phoenix area, and there is some rumor of some lost Dutchman's gold mine. Don't do that. Don't. It's dangerous for one, but I don't know if it actually exists. But that's why myths are fun. But there are so many awesome trails. Go there at the right time. Like you can see, go there on a day when it's rained and it's cooler in Phoenix, and you might find some snow on the Flatiron. And also wear some gloves. I learned that lesson. Oh, my hands got super cold. But let's see, where else can we go? Let's see. Oh, we can actually go all the way to Yuma. There's this bridge. It's the suspension bridge built in Arizona. It actually has been closed because it was built a long time ago to accommodate cars over the Gila River, which was also diverted. As you can see, it's super dry. I mean, a lot of rivers are dry now in the state, right? But it was closed because it couldn't accommodate modern cars. But it's still something you go check out. Really cool. They do kind of, as you can tell, there's a gate right there. Yeah. But you can still go kind of look at it and just see this, what they call the bridge to nowhere, and then go check out the rest of Yuma, right? Really cool. Let's see let's go east. And yes, there's the picket postman. There's a mailbox there at the top. If you get to the top of the trail, then go check out and touch and be like, cool, take a selfie with. Right? That sounds awesome. And it's also just a short drive from Phoenix even. So there you go. About maybe an hour. Really cool. But let's go north. Yep. You can go up to the Mogollon Rim, go through Payson, go check out Payson. There's some awesome, really cool trails there. Like the wagon wheel trail. But be careful of flooding. But really cool stuff like this here. You can go look off the Mogollon Rim edge. And then this is where the lakes are. You can go to Woods Canyon Lake. You can go to Bear Canyon Lake. A lot of canyon lakes, but really cool scenic places, and what a view, right? That's just super cool. And of course, you can't go anywhere if you're going to go hiking in Arizona without going to the Grand Canyon. You got to go see the beauty and the splendor of this beautiful canyon behind me. This is the North Rim, by the way, which growing up here, I was always saying the South Rim because it's a lot shorter to drive, let me tell you, from Phoenix at least. But it is so gorgeous to go to the North Rim, so I can only further encourage you go out and check out the North Rim. But you know what? I want to leave you with one of my favorite places, the place that I'm going to the moment I feel better. I want to jump in the car and do a drive here and just enjoy the scenery, the view. But that's the Painted Desert. It is gorgeous, as you can see over here, as I'm still trying to figure out left from right on a green screen. But it is beautiful. It is one of the most splendid places. Let's go with that. I want to just keep saying gorgeous because it is. It's also got the petrified forest as part of it, so when you pay admission, you can go check out some very hardwood. I know I walked into that one, but it's just a beautiful place, and it's just you cut up through Flagstaff and then you head a little east on the 40 and you'll find it, and it's just really cool. And if you get a quiet day, and actually one of the coolest times there, I got to watch a thunderstorm roll through to the south of there while just hanging out, and that was just awesome. It's just amazing. So some of the cool things you can go and check out, and I know you're like, there's other things I want to go check out, and I got you. I know. You want to go check out some live music and probably some concert streams if you're hanging out at home looking for something, and I got you covered there too for the next week. So let's safely go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Safely Go, where I always recommend please to mask up because you don't want to go through with what I got, which was a result of my second case of COVID and catching, well, symptoms that aren't leaving me right now, which really blows. Let me tell you. Chronic fatigue sucks, and I'm so sorry and empathize further with anyone that has to go through this, even without it being a long COVID symptom. And then the brain fog is just, it has its moments. Hopefully, we'll get through this without forgetting anything or spacing on anything. But yeah, so please, 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 that's my long-winded way of saying, please mask up, because a room full of masks will lower the spread of everything, including the flu that's still circulating, plus COVID, plus all that stuff, and it helps those favorite touring bands and musicians be able to continue on their tour without interruption, because especially the small guys and the mid-level guys, kind of, you can see that, well, if they have to put someone up for 5 days or longer to quarantine from COVID, it kind of can disrupt tours. It can cause issues if they don't have anyone to fill in, that kind of stuff. And some have to cancel. They can't do it because it does still cost a lot, especially, as you probably noticed, groceries and stuff. So yeah, it's a courtesy to everyone, and it makes the spaces more inclusive to our friends, our immunocompromised friends who are still also fans of live music, and they'd like to get out there and feel comfortable out there. So throwing that out there, please, 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 at least wear a mask if you're going to go out to live music. Of course, other things, if you're not already like, stop being political, and I'm going to like, a health issue is not political, let me tell you, which is why we're all in this mess to begin with. All right, I'm done on my soapbox. But yeah, if you're still here and you like what you're watching, please be sure to like it where you're watching it. Of course, on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. Those help me out as those numbers go up. You get notifications when this content goes live or any other content that I have the energy and time to right now and going forward. And it gives me access to features like ad revenue, which I don't get right now. So that's why I also throw out there patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Thank you, everyone that does support me there. It helps me out. It helped me out add, to this stuff, like the green screen behind me. I know it doesn't look green, but trust me, there's a green screen there. Isn't that cool? But yeah, so Patreon helps me out. It helps support, add to the production of this when I have the energy and not dealing with this other stuff. Helps me pay for gas, helps me pay for concert tickets, helps me do some of the coverage I do. So appreciate anything you can. Patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Also, you can think of it as like a news feed, because I'll share stuff over there and you'll see that come through your emails and be like, oh, cool. So another way to get notifications. And even $1 a month, appreciate. So anything you can do. Thank you. Patreon.com/everyshowjoe. The other thing you can do for free, though, is go to everyshowjoe.com. I've got links. I've got stuff. Like, actually, you can see on there right now, I posted this link to this awesome article by Benjamin Leatherman of the Phoenix New Times, covering oral history, he describes it, of the Edge 106.3 and 100.3, which would become 103.9. And you might know it because of Craven Moorhead and the Ska Punk Show. You might know Dead or Dave. You might know Robin Nash. You might know a bunch of awesome people. Even Nancy Stevens, fucking amazing person behind the scenes, and just did a lot of stuff and continues to do a lot of stuff for music. So appreciate everyone. But go check that out. I even got some little things and looking backs in there in the article. So that's linked to through the website. You can see it in the newsfeed also. So you can check out some of those awesome concert photos that I've taken over the time, and even little show write-ups and all that stuff, and why I think these bands are awesome, and I'm telling about them, and I'm taking photos of them. So everyshowjoe.com. And one more shameless plug. In that menu bar, there is a store link. You can go pick up an Every Show Joe shirt. Wear it around. Tell people about me. That helps me out too. So appreciate anything, and thank you for that. Of course, other things I like to throw out every week, because let's be uplifting. Let's bring improvements to the world. Let's do something good for everyone. So I like to just basically remind everyone, fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck sexism, fuck transphobia, fuck any dehumanizing bullshit. It's past 7 seconds, so I don't get... Well, I don't get ad revenues. YouTube has a weird new policy, but if you're wondering what that is. But yes. So fuck all the bullshit of dehumanizing one another. It is petty and dumb, and it shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be having these arguments where wages are still uneven, where certain laws are still rooted in racism. All this bullshit. People should be allowed and shouldn't have anyone interfering in their personal life. Be you. Enjoy being you. Don't feel threatened by some asshole. Pretty much. So ways to get involved is what I like to always throw out there. PodarianAction.org is a really, really good one to get involved with. And they have stuff on their site, PodarianAction.org. StopAAPIHate.org, which in light of another recent tragic shooting in fucking California, highlighting that. You can go there and just be proactive and get involved, see what they're doing. FirstNations.org for our Indigenous, Native Americans. Of course, for our transgender friends, transequality.org. That's the National Center for Transgender Equality, fighting for just keeping some rights so people who are trying to take away can't, and improve those rights. So really cool stuff there. Of course, like to mention the ones that are involved with our music scene. Of course, the SideRockProject.org. They help with the homeless, against self-harm, all that stuff. And there's a Phoenix section, too. So you can go on their website, thesiderockproject.org. And, of course, I'm wearing it this week. We got the Punk Rock Saves Lives. They're another really good one involved with the scene nationally. And can I say worldwide? Maybe. But, yeah, they're helping with mental health. They're helping with the bone marrow list, all that kind of stuff. punkrocksaveslives.org. You can go check that. And because this is Phoenix and this is Arizona and we have stupid laws from before we were in a state, because somehow, somewhere, there are politicians, I believe, they have a right to determine reproductive rights, which is bullshit. So, of course, I like the abortion fund of az.org, their support. And it's not just abortions, which everyone should have the right to choose. But also, it's an information, a helpful thing. People need this for help, just to gather information and learn. So, yeah. Throw that out there. And of course, ProjectHope.org, that does a lot of awesome stuff. Helps Puerto Rico. It's helping Ukrainian citizens. All stuff, all really good stuff. One way is to help make a difference. Get involved either. Or donate. You can go donate to all these too. But yeah, so that's some stuff. Let's bring some positivity and brightness to the world and improve the world, of course. Of course, speaking of improving the world and helping your favorite musicians to cross right back into this thing, easiest, simplest way. Go buy the merch, buy the shirts, go buy the CDs, go buy the vinyls, just go on Bandcamp. Go buy the tickets to the shows, go buy the hoodies, because it's still freaking cold, at least for Phoenix. Well, actually, I think it's cold in other places too, right? It can't just be us, right? But, yeah, go support the bands directly. That's the best way to do it. Also, NEVA, I like to throw out there, NEVA.SSOC.org, the National Independent Venue Association. They are the ones that are helping lobbying for the interests of your favorite independent venues. They started in 2020. And yeah, they also have an emergency fund to help those venues that may need the financial help. So really, really cool. But yeah, so that's all that like upfront stuff that you're like, okay, what is happening this week? And I'm like, I think I got some help for you. So let's get right into tonight, Friday, the 27th, all times are Arizona times, which are Mountain Standard Times, because, well, we never change for Mountain Standard Time here, so. But hopefully I did the math right for any of the other stuff. So let's get right into it. We got 2 album releases. We got the Blue Joy album release, that one with Slugbug, Smooth Hands, Ultraviolet Communication at the Trunk Space, where they do ask you wear a mask inside there, starting at 7 p.m. And really, really cool build there. We also got Sweet Bleeders doing their album release with No Volcano, Blood Feud Family Singers, and Paula T and Co. at Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Should I say T and Company? I don't know. T-Co. No, that's fine. Anyways. Yeah, Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. for that one, though. Got Mills End over at the Fa Cow. Get your food on and watch some awesome music, 8 p.m. We've got Ladies of Wax. They're spinning ska, rocksteady, reggae, and all over off vinyl at the Lost Leaf. And you can go help celebrate with Dane of Bowcat, his birthday. So happy birthday, Dane. And go celebrate there with him at Lost Leaf. We also got Face Pulp with Napalm Strike, Urko, and Carbon Canyon down at the Edge Bar in Tucson, 7 p.m. So if you're looking for a little escape, we've got you there. Plus, of course, every Friday I tell it because he is awesome. But Scott Klopfenstein, always doing streams over on his twitch.tv/Scott Klopfenstein. You might know him from, well, actually, a ska documentary, but also a real big fish. You might know him from the Littlest Man Band, who are going on tour in March. Just heads up if you're in some of those areas that they're going to be. Go check them out. They're awesome. Or you see his solo stuff. Really, really good stuff. 10 p.m. You can tune in for that on Friday. Then we roll into Saturday. We got Punk at Rips featuring Critical Miss, Fixed Reaction, Burgundy Jerk, The Canceled, and Roof Rats at Rips Bar, 9 p.m. Not your only punk option. Trust me, we got plenty of stuff for you. We got Meat Suit. We got Fuck All You People, Whiskey Drunk, and Swap Meat, which, oh, wow. Swap Meat's back. So right there, just gonna hype that up. That's at the Palo Verde Lounge, 8 p.m. We got St. Jude's Benefit Show over at the Rebel Lounge. Really, really cool. Go benefit them with Jaffe's Ascent, The Ephemeral, Paper Foxes, and Murder Me at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Go support them and go check out Paper Fox's brand new shiny logo. It's really cool. You'll trust me. Plus, their music's really, really good. Wow. We also got Corn-Fed Heathens, Amazing Exploding at El Googly Diablo over at Time Out Lounge, 9 p.m. And, this is awesome. Radio Blonde, I haven't seen their name pop up in a little while. Awesome locals. They are playing at the Crescent Ballroom Patio, free show, 10 p.m. there for you. Plus, a really, really cool one for Tucson friends. And if you're looking to do the day trip, if I had the energy, I would definitely be thinking about this one, because they're also friends and they're just awesome. But their debut show of Celeste with the Logan Green Glacier.wave and New Dysphoria, who's another awesome Tucson band that I definitely recommend. They're going to be at the Groundworks in Tucson starting at 7 p.m. and that's awesome, so I'm going to keep just talking and hyping it up, right? Also, if you're staying home and you're looking for something to wake up with at 10 a.m., we got Kepi Gooley doing the Kepi Show over on his Facebook, and usually streaming out through the week, so I always just pump up, just follow him on Facebook and get notifications when they go live. Perfect, right? And then roll it to Saturday. We've got Candy and Records celebrating their anniversary. Happy birthday anniversary to a awesome record store here in Phoenix that opened up, that's been putting on shows for that time too. That's going to be starting at 2 p.m. too. We got Cadaver Dabadoos. We got Southern Great Heathen, which I think is supposed to be Heathen. Two-Bit Johnnies, Fuck All You People, Static Snow, and Gabba Wabba, which I know goes by another name. Should I say it on? Well, you'll figure it out if you go check it out. At Candy Records, 2 p.m. start for that, so you can go check that out and then catch one of these others, like Scorpion vs. Tarantula and Return of Hillbilly Devil Speak at Chopper John's, 7 p.m. for an early start. We got Lou Moon, Jennifer Garalo, and Spicy Mayo at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. We've got Heavy Gus with Electrosad, Party Teeth, and the Senators doing a solo set at the Valley Bar, asterisk, 8 p.m. And, of course, Bite Me Bambi doing their music show at 3 p.m. over on twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi. You can ice them, too, if you know what that means. That means some Smirnoff. I don't know if I have to explain that to this audience. And then Monday rolling in, and we got this really cool one. It's turned into a house show. We got Ricky. You might know him from a Western-related named band, now solo. And really cool with No Contest and it's at Ramp Skate Night house show is what it was on the flyer. But yeah, hit them up for the address to go check them out. That's really cool. 7 p.m. is what's listed on the flyer. And then Tuesday, at least got some streams for you, the usuals. Got Chris Murray doing his Blue Beat live stream over on his Facebook at 6 p.m. Got Cloudside doing his stream at 10 p.m. And this is the morning one where you can wake up with Bite Me Bambi on their Twitch at 9 a.m. Yes, bright and early. And then it's February. Yikes. It's the first Wednesday. We got My Lizard Alien Dad premiere event, which I think is the name of the band as I was looking at that event. And they're playing with Spicy Mayo, Dos Besos, Hieroglyph, and A Casual Divorce. So that's really, 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 really good. I don't know how many releases I put on there. At the Rebel Lounge, 7 p.m. We also got the Resident Rogues with Katie May over at Gracie's Tax Bar. That one is 8 p.m. Plus, you got the morning stuff. Scott Klopfstein over on his Twitch, 10 a.m. And in the evening, you can tune in to Bite Me Bambi at 6:30 p.m. on their Twitch. Thursday, I know this one is on some people's radars. It's at the place with the spinning stage, too. I'm sure you guys know that, right? It's got Newfound Glory playing with Leanna Firestone at the Celebrity Theater, where, yes, the stage slowly rotates and then slowly rotates back and then you get the point. But yeah, so really, really cool. That's at the Celebrity Theater, 8:30 p.m. You can also tell maybe the caffeine's working, which is how I get through half of these. Also, let's go more further on Thursday. We got Megan Deanna with Ninos, with Let Alone, and What If We're Robots at the Last Six Alive, 7:30 p.m. And a really cool one if you're going up to Flagstaff or looking for an early escape. Reverend Horton Heat, they're playing with the Surfer Jets, and Shit Out of Luck, all one word. All one word. I get at the Yucca North up in Flagstaff, 7 p.m. listed as the start time. And then, yeah, you can also get another morning stream from Scott Klopfstein over on his Twitch, 10 a.m. And then Friday rolling in. Next Friday, we got Warsaw Poland Brothers back in town with the Two-Tone Lizard Kings. They're brothers in arms, right? And Funky Bones at the Yucca Tap Room. That one is 7:30 p.m. start. Another really cool one. Reverend Horton Heat playing yet again at the Rhythm Rooms, smaller rooms, which is really cool. Surfer Jets at 8 p.m. And I think it's one of two nights. I think it's the one that's still not sold out as of this recording. So you got your morning. And then we also got Camp Fest Kickback, which is the pre-party to the show that'll be Saturday following us. That's featuring Castro doing the DJ set, Sideways, Mouse Powell, which is awesome, Pariah Pete, and Camp Podcast doing a live podcast there from the Marquee Theater, 7 p.m. And then, looking for some stuff in Tucson, got a pair of them. Frankie and the Studs, who was awesome, caught them opening for Billy Joe Armstrong's, side band, The Long Shot, at Valley Bar a couple of years ago. So, really, really cool. They're playing with Ghetto Cowgirl and Johnny Zapp at the Rock down in Tucson, 7 p.m. We also got Something Like Appropriate in Lessons, Woke Up New, and tonight's Sunshine at the Groundwork Center, Tucson, 7 p.m. for that one. That one had one on their calendar image and one lineup on the actual list. So, I took it off the list, but if not, you might also see Bull of Babes on there. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out when they update the new image for the new month, huh? So next episode you'll find out. Tune in. Suspense. But yeah. And then, of course, Fridays mean Scott Klopfstein streaming on his twitch.tv/Scott Klopfstein, 10 p.m. Of course, these are at least all the shows that I recommend and that I could find. Of course, some venues, unfortunately, either their concert calendars aren't up to date, or they don't have one, or they don't even have a website, and their Facebook's not helping me. But I try. I try to find all I can within things that I do recommend. And, of course, just my taste. You might have different tastes, and that's even cooler too, because that's what makes us human, and that's also how you kind of expand your taste. Anyways, I'll go on a whole thing, right? But yeah, so at least you got some direction, and you might find some other cool stuff that I didn't find, or maybe I just never heard of them, and then I will discover them and be like, all right, this goes on this list this next time. So really cool. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you. So be safe, please mask, just for consideration out of everyone around you, including the bands and your friends. And yeah, let's make these spaces inclusive and welcoming to everyone in every way. But have fun out there and be safe, of course, doing it. But I guess most especially have fun. So yeah, until next week, thank you guys for all your support, and I'll see you next week. Take care.